Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in this video I'm going to give you my thoughts as to why I think Vivek Ramaswamy, that American entrepreneur and political candidate, the presidential hopeful, why I think he's a crook or a con man. The reason why I'm bringing this topic is because quite a number of you have asked me, like, what do you think of Vivek Ramaswamy? And especially given the fact that, his name definitely implies he's of Indian origin, maybe his parents or someone, grandparents, whatever. He is of Indian origin, and so people are very intrigued to know, wow, an Indian origin might become the president of USA. So people have asked me, I'll give you my thoughts, and I'll tell you why exactly I feel he's a conman or he's a crook. And you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Okay? And remember, this is my opinion. You're free to share yours. In case you're new to my channel and you're wondering who's this tattooed freak talking bad about Vivek Ramaswamy, how dare you? Well, my name is Loy Machedo. I am a personal branding strategist. I help people get well-paying jobs in Dubai, UAE, and also Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman. And people book my services for coaching, consulting. That is, if they have personal or professional issues, challenges or problems. Details are put down below in the description. Now, Vivek Ramaswamy burst into the scene, or at least got my attention, obviously from YouTube, when he started his campaign. Until then, I didn't know who he was. Okay. And right off the bat, I noticed, okay, a very dark, debonair, dark-skinned, debonair young man. He's not too old. I think he's in his 40s. I don't know. You can correct me. I don't have Wikipedia right now. So, and Vivek Ramaswamy, and he is well-spoken, well-articulated, and speaks like, he has charisma. If you listen to him speak, you're drawn towards him. You want to listen to him. And then when you start paying attention to his answers or his statements or the way he answers questions, and they're also very tough questions, like his stance on Ukraine, and he has the guts to say, why are we supporting Ukraine in the Russia war, or his stance on China or transgenderism. He attracts a large group of followers because at least the way he speaks and what he speaks, he brings out real world issues like transgenderism and forcing young children to have a sex change, then the billions of dollars in Ukraine, the hypocrisy that is there. I don't know what is his actual stance on Israel and Palestine, but the hypocrisy of the Democratic Party about Joe Biden. So, and he's brilliantly articulated. Goodness, I can only, being a public speaker, with all the years of experience that I've had, I can tell you for a fact, this man is relentless with his practicing of his skills, his debating skills. He works, to be at the level of speaking, responding, and debating that he is. Minimum, you'll at least have to practice like at least 4 hours, 6 hours. Like I used to literally practice 112 hours a day. I'm sure he does even more and more intensely. I'm 100% sure he has communication coaches, he has a debating team, he has a research team. And out of whatever I do remember that I read of Wikipedia in his past, he has dabbled in businesses, very successful business track record. He has failed in a couple of things. He tried to get into the pharmaceutical industry. I mean, he is incredible. What he has achieved and accomplished is more like the 1%. Like we talk of the Elon Musks, the Jeff Bezos. You can put him there. Okay, so he is really up there. That much I'll give it to him. And in terms of his branding, in terms of his strategy, in terms of his looks, in terms of his personality, and especially his communication skills, world class. Nothing but I bow down to his credentials over there. Okay, billionaire guy or whatever. But now why do I say he's a crook? Big question. Why do I call him a crook or a con man? What evidence do I have? See, I don't have any evidence. I'm just like you. Whatever is online, we can talk about. But I'm not going to go on allegations about him that he tried to fleece investors or he sold his shares in a company. There is a lot of hoo-ha online. I'm not going to base my opinion on that. There are two sides to every coin. He will say that he's innocent. His detractors and haters will say, no, he's guilty. I don't want to get into that. But I'll tell you where my gut feeling says that he is truly a con man and a crook. Now, consider these. And these are the logical points, okay? Point number one. Have you noticed that every answer that he gives, every answer, is so perfect. It's so perfect. It's well articulated. There is no flaws in the argument. The answers that he gives is so amazingly perfect. It's like, wow. There is not a single mistake in his answer. So then you'll be like, so? Shouldn't he be like that? That means he has memorized, practiced, and logically constructed the sentence with his team and his research team to give you an answer that you would really love. And that to me is one of the strongest traits of a con man. They will say what you want to hear, and they will say it in a way that you like to hear, and they'll draw you and captivate you and keep you there. Okay? That is number one, the first trait of a con man. Very smooth talkers. Number two, see, in theory, it's very easy to give theory. I will do this, I will do that, I will do A, I'll do B, I'll do C. In fact, he literally wants to, I don't know, change America 180 degrees, not 360. Some of you say 360. 360 means you turn around and start at the same spot and look at the same direction you're looking. It's 180. He wants to completely flip America on its head, which, prove me wrong if after I tell you this, there are a lot of old timers in US in the political hierarchy. A lot of old timers, many old timers, not one, many. You seriously think they're going to have this new guy come and deprive them of all the benefits, of all the power, of all the clout that they've had? You think they are going to allow that? Yeah, they already had a Donald Trump issue, but Donald Trump was there in the limelight. He was in existence as a popular entertainer, and he was like a breath of fresh air. Someone new. It's like the new Argentinian, right? Candidate who's doing all these theatrics with this chainsaw and calling bad words and literally on national television, motherfucker, and I'm going to fuck everyone and he screw the central bank. So Donald Trump was like something new, something fun, something entertaining. They knew that politics has become boring. He makes this interesting and entertaining, so it was fun. But now, I think they are well prepared for a Donald Trump wannabe clone who's coming out. And I'm not saying that he's copying everything of Donald Trump, but he's taking that kind of stance. Hey, doggy, you're coming in my way, man. What? This guy keeps coming in front of me. Okay. Number three is what he is promising to deliver is, it kind of reminds me of what Obama was saying. Change. Very good. See, Obama, very good at talking, very sweet mouth. I mean, it is a pleasure. I'm telling you, it is a pleasure to listen to Obama talk. And I'm one of his biggest haters. I hate Obama for lying to the public, for taking people for a ride, for all the nonsense that he done. I was once one of the biggest admirers of Obama. Today I'm the biggest, one of the, such a irritation. I was one of the biggest admirers of Obama. Today I'm one of the biggest haters. I have just no respect for the guy. He's as fake as fuck. He's the most, one of the worst presidents in my timeline, in my existence. For me, he's one of the worst. Okay, he is smooth talker, very smooth talker, great mannerisms, great delivery. He is the god in terms of public speaking, image, and nicey, keeping that facade. He's seriously, I rate him as the god or demigod. But in terms of as a character, as a human being, as a politician, one of the worst. Okay, seriously. So he reminds me, he gives me that same vibe, where this guy is promising such a perfect world. Everything that he will solve all the problems. And when someone promises you to solve all the problems, they end up solving none. This is a fact. Let's say someone comes and tells you, you just pay me this, all your problems I will solve. Wouldn't you be like, there's definitely something fishy about this character? See, it kind of reminds me of this cryptocurrency boom, where they portrayed such a perfect world. They bought real world problems, yes, and they gave you so many promises, yes, and they promised you a perfect world free of those problems, yes. How many of these cryptocurrencies, trading companies, CEOs, founders delivered? None. Not one. Even Binance now has collapsed. Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah. People see, and here's another thing. People, point number 4 or whatever, people like bullshit. People want to hear new sounding bullshit. They always do. And when you give them a new flavor of the month, they will run there until they get bored. Case in point, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate bought out real world problems, transgenderism, men not keeping fit, men having low self-esteem, men being confused. There's a war against masculinity. All these absolutely correct. I totally agree. What was the solution? That's a bigger question. What? Join his university? Go to the gym? Start having sex and fucking as many women as possible? Is that the solution? Alpha male, put the women in their place? And then check his character. So many flaws. Anyway, this video is not about Andrew Tate, but Ramaswamy is giving you a perfect world with a perfect rhetoric, perfect statements. Where is his track record here? Where is track record? He has not proved himself anywhere. And point number 5. See, when I always tell people, when something is too good to be true, no? They promise you the sun, the moon, the stars, everything in the world. Run away, far away in the opposite direction. Try to understand, why is Vivek Ramaswamy giving you all this bullshit? Why? For what? What does he want? You need to ask yourself, what does he want? Which most of you are not asking. The answer is simple. He wants to be the president. Okay. So in order to be the president, what should he do? He should tell you what you wish to hear. What the majority wish to hear. So, how does he do that? He'll say it. He'll say what you want to hear. He'll say it in the way you want to hear, and he will highlight it in such a way that he will make you a believer. But I can assure you this, just as Obama failed to close Guantanamo Bay, no matter what he did, just as all these presidents of United States of America, with their hypocrisy, like for example, Russia is evil because it's bombing schools and colleges and hospitals and infrastructure. Russia is so evil. But what Russia damage they did in 1 month, Israel is doing per day. And over there, what is USA saying? No, they are, what? They have a right to protect themselves. Come on, man. Do you have to be more stupid than that? Are you still so gullible? Are you still so dumb? And, I give you a very simple analogy. If you meet a guy or a girl who tells you, everything you want to hear, the person's too good to be true, the person's perfect, the person will solve all your problems. All you got to do is just select them or pay them more. Would you believe it? If something is too good to be true, it's generally the case. And sometimes I wonder, how many times do people have to be conned? How many times people have to be lied to? How many times people have to be given false hopes for them to finally wake up and realize, man, I'm doing the same mistake again. See, I'm not discounting the few but really massive achievements that Ramaswamy has. He's a billionaire, fine, or a millionaire. He has done what many of us dream. He has done what less than 1% of the world's population can talk about. Man, he's even standing up for presidential elections. He's in the talk. He's an amazing brand. All that, hats off to him, nothing but respect. But if you think that he is Jesus Christ who has come to save mankind, and he's a perfect candidate who will maintain all his promises and give you everything that he delivers, no, he's just, when something is, like I say, if something is too good to be true, something is too perfect, it's generally not the case. I would rather, now I'm sure you'll say, who's your candidate then? Donald Trump. I prefer Donald Trump any given day because he doesn't try to please everyone. He doesn't sweet talk. And he has more experience, his age, his experience of dealing, and he has already been a president. Agreed, he made many mistakes, or rather he made few but very serious ones. Agree, totally agree with that. But Donald Trump is my choice compared to any other candidate. And where Ramaswamy is concerned, for me, he gives a lot of red flags here. A lot of red flags. It kind of reminds me of all these coaches who are there online, all these influencers. They promise you the sun, moon, and stars. They will solve every problem that you have. They'll make your life so better that you wouldn't have to change anything. When someone tells me all this, I'm like, man, fuck, if you're so perfect. And remember what I told you. He's promising you the sun, moon, and stars. He's promising to change everything without a track record, without having done anything. I'm not attacking his character as saying that he's evil, but remember, he is a smooth talker, like Chamit Patele, whatever the fuck his name is, the SPAC king. Smooth talker. And in the end, they turn out to be fraudsters. Okay, scammers. For me, I just feel, this is my prediction, Ramaswamy will promise you the sun, moon, and stars. He'll promise to make everything okay. Once he becomes the president, he'll be no different than anybody else. He'll do what he can based on the instructions of the powers above him. He'll follow their instructions. He will serve his presidential role for 4 years. And if he can get himself re-elected again, 8 years, like how Obama did, and then enjoy retirement and make his millions and billions. Like every other president, he'll be another one. Remember, I think it finally comes down to which of the greater crooks or greater drawbacks do you wish to have? So choose your devil wisely. Do you want a devil with 100 bad points or 90? For me, this guy is seriously a lot of red flags. That's my opinion. Anyway, you let me know, what do you think? Do you agree, disagree? I'd love to know what are your viewpoints. All right? Having said that, love to hear whether you think Vivek Ramaswamy is the right candidate or not. All right? Chalo, you guys take care. This is me signing off.